Hello everyone and welcome to day 2 of Advent of Cyber 2023. So today's task is going to be log analysis. So let's move on to the answers. Here we have some introduction to Jupyter notebooks. Here we have some Python crash course. If you go on, you're going to learn about variables, you're going to learn about lists, you're going to learn about Pandas, which is a Python library basically. And then there is also Matplotlib, which is again a Python library. So once you read all these chapters and learn everything about these libraries, you will be able to follow this video and start solving the capstone. So I'm gonna move on to my scene here on this tab. So I already answered the questions, but I'm gonna start by reading the introduction. So, introduction. Your task is to apply the skills learned throughout today's task to analyze a packet capture from the Antarcticrafts network. You will need to use Pandas to group and analyze the data in source, destination, and protocol. Apply functions such as sum, average, size, and describe to this grouping. The packet capture and the required libraries have been imported for you. Pandas as PD, packet capture or network traffic.csv as DF. Make sure you press run or shift plus enter on every cell within this notebook. If you modify the code in your cell, you'll need to rerun it for it to execute. So we have to answer the following questions here. How many packets were captured? What IP address sent the most amount of traffic during the packet capture? And what was the most commonly used protocol? So place your code in the cells below. Make sure to submit your answers in the relevant questions at the bottom of the task on TryHackMe. The required code is this one. So imports pandas as PD and import matplotlib.pyplot as plt. Then there is an example over here. Basically, the first line is df equals pd.readcsv network traffic.csv. This basically reads the network traffic CSV and assigns the values of this CSV file in a data frame called df. After that, we see that we have a command called df.head5. So what this command does basically is it's a function. And it says, I want you to display the first 5 inputs for first 5 registers of the data frame. So as you can see, we have 5 rows over here. Each row has a column called packet number, timestamp, source, destination, and protocol. So our code is here. I already solved the task, but I'm going to show you the question. So the question 2 is how many packets were captured, looking at the packet number. Here you will need to use pandas count function on the data frame. For example, dataframe.count parentheses. And you have to remember that the data frame in this notebook is called df and not data frame. So because here we assigned all this information in df and not data frame. So our data frame is called df. So as you can see, I wrote df.count. So if we run this, we get packet number 100, timestamp 100, source 100, destination 100, and so on and so on. And the packet number is 100, which means that there are 100 packets in the data frame. So this is going to be the first answer of the task. If we move on to question 3, we have what IP address sent the most amount of traffic during the packet capture. So here you can perform a group by with pandas size function on the source and destination columns. Remember, the data frame in this notebook is called df, not data frame. Check the hint on TryHackMe if you're stuck. So the example here is dataframe.groupby column name.size. But we need to change some things here. First of all, our data frame is called df, and we need to do group by the source. So the column name we're going to use is going to be source. Why source? Because we want to know how many, what was the most commonly what was the IP address that sent the most amount of traffic during the packet source. So we need the packet capture. So we need to know what was the source IP address. So here we get an IP address list. We have some IPs over here, and as you can see, the highest number is 15 that belongs to IP 10.10.1.4. So that was the IP that sent the most packets in the packets during the packet capture. So the second answer is 10.10.1.4. And moving on to question 4 and the last question, we have what was the most commonly used protocol. So here you can use pandas value.counts on the appropriate column, and you have to remember we're counting how many values there are in the protocol column. So I did it in a different way. I used basically the previous technique. So if we do df.groupby and we group by protocol, by the column protocol, and then if we ask the size again, basically we get all the protocols used in this packet capturing, and we get all the protocols and the numbers of how much how many times each protocol was used. So DNS was 25 in 25 instances, HTTP was in 24, ICMP was 27, and TCP was in 24. So the most commonly used protocol was ICMP, and this is going to be the last answer in our task. So that was it for today. I hope you enjoyed the video. I hope I helped you. I hope you learned something new. And see you on day 3 of Advent of Cyber 2023.